Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Let's continue with another session of world building. Today we are building a witch doctor house. All right. Good morning, good morning. Today we are building this witch doctor house, which will have a lot of candles, some alchemy equipment, and it's gonna look very interesting. Yesterday I had I placed some candles, made some blueprints to just add a little bit of flame to the candle and add a little light to the candle as well. And today it's time to actually make this even more interesting. It's time to start polishing a little bit these areas. Hey, what's up? How are you, Head? Good morning. It's time to get more candles. Hey, Neon, how are you? Yo, guys, I got 53 hours of visualization yesterday, which I don't believe it's gonna hold. Cause sometimes YouTube tells me, "Oh, you got this amount," and then you check again in a couple of hours. And it goes down. Good morning, good morning. So sometimes I get too excited, like, oh my god, I'm getting a lot of visualization time, and then YouTube pushes down again, and it's like, oh Jesus. Let's see if it actually is true, because if it doesn't hold for the entire day, I got a screenshot so I can share it. Because it happened to me yesterday. It went from 51 to 34, and I was like, no. And I was researching this, and it says that if somebody's rewatching your videos over and over, it does, YouTube counts them and then discounts them at the end of the day. So yeah, there's no way to cheat this thing. There's no way YouTube.
Can you make sure that the plants don't collide so that you can walk through them?
Can you make sure that the plants don't collide? Yes. I'm actually going to change that. So to do that, you select the plant and you select all of them. You right click and you go to Asset Actions, Edit in Property Matrix. I don't know if you guys looking at the vertical stream or the horizontal. If you want to check all the options and menus, you need to go to the horizontal stream. I'm doing both vertical and horizontal in YouTube. So inside here in the property matrix,
700 hours of watch time.
that's amazing. I'm almost there. I'm 2 hours away from 700. And then you go to collision enabled and you put no collision. And then you look for collision here, and then you go to collision profile name and you go again and say no collision. Collision, it's an interesting topic. There's a lot of options, and there's some and in collision complexity you need to go to project default. some collision settings are set up differently depending the asset pack. So I think that if we check those options and we play from here, we should be able to go through the plants. And I want the plants to move when I walk through. I'm gonna get that effect going. Not really sure how, but there are different workflows. It takes about 10 seconds to load the character. Let's see if we can walk through. Nope, we can't. So if it doesn't want to work like that, there's another solution, which is opening all the assets by separate. Good thing you mentioned this, because actually I needed to change this before. Before I do that, actually, let's just select the static mesh filter. So we just select the static mesh instead of the foliage mesh. Yep, let's just go with the static mesh. Because each static mesh, you can transform it into a foliage actor by dragging it into the foliage window. So you can paint any static mesh as foliage. Is super cool. Now once we have everything opened, I just want to go and check the collision, search for collision, and here it says collision enabled, which I actually turned it off. Interesting. Maybe I clicked on something else, so no collision. Wow, that's super nice, Neon. That's super nice. It really depends on how much investment you have put into it. Because I've made some good money in one day, but it was a lot of work. And the investment, for example, I used to work in music events, putting visuals, so the investment was too big. Having a good laptop, having a good projector, having a lot of videos and content to reproduce, and then work until like 6 a.m. in the morning, and then, well, you get paid for that, but at the next day you need to sleep half a day to recover from it, and then you feel tired like maybe like 3 or 4 days after, and it's like not really worth it. But it was, let's say, good money. Unfortunately, it was not like an everyday thing. It was like,
my family has run out of rice and I am starving.
oh Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah, it's time to see how can you.
I forgot I live low.
It's time to see how can you make money and stuff, and well, thankfully here in Costa Rica, like, we have like the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean, so a lot of people who just need like free food can go fish, and they can go eat fruit from, there's a lot of fruit trees and stuff. So that's the advantage of living in a tropical country, you know, like in like very extreme cases you can go fish. There's actually like always like 5 or 6 guys fishing. I can see them from here. Yeah, we can walk through the plants. I don't know if you can fish in there. Maybe, I bet you have some places to fish. And actually, if you pull some nice fishes, you can like make some money out of them. What is this? This is another kind of foliage that I cannot walk through. Yeah, yesterday I went out with my daughter, and she brought her cousins, and then we went out, and I paid like for everybody, and I paid like triple. So it was like, damn, I was not expecting that.
I can't fish here.
No, there's no like places to fish. Okay, I think that's it. Let me see if I can play.
Why you keep long hair?
I don't know. Trying to let it grow for now.
Hello.
Hey Blanca, how are you? Until I get a corporate job that tells me to cut it. Oh no, it sent me back to the center of the scene. When you play, sometimes you click on something that you shouldn't click, and it sends your character to the center. But I actually want to play from here just to check collisions super quick. Right there. I'm wondering why it takes so long to like play the character. Should be a little bit quicker. Maybe there's a lot going on in this scene. Alright, so collision is great. Oh, we still have some collision in some plants. But not all of them. Can walk through most of them. Not this one. Yep, this one does not allow. Okay, let me see. Let me just fix that one, and we will continue with the candles. Alright, so no collision preset, no collision complexity, project default, and I guess that will take the collision away. Alright. Yeah, I really want to add like a bunch of candles. That'll be super sweet. Yeah, there's this Unreal certification course I want to take. That'll be so nice to have that under the belt. That'll be super cool. It's like $50, and if you finish it in 1 month, it's gonna be only 50. But if you take more time, it's gonna be 100, because it costs $50 per month. So you really need to dedicate yourself a full month only to do that. I would love to do that. And you need some like peer review, and you need like some very good stuff to actually, let's say, like you need people to review what you're doing with the course, and then you get feedback, and it needs to get approved and stuff. It's a serious course. Verification, and you can put that in your resume, you can put that in your LinkedIn account, and it makes you a much more legit.
Long hair suits you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I have very big ears, so short hair doesn't look that nice on me. And since I have like blonde hair, it's
How
kind of
many years you have been growing it?
my hair grows very fast. It grows pretty fast. I cannot say exactly how long it takes because I cut it sometimes here and then it goes back. Don't really know exactly how long it takes to grow. Right. Today I wanna try Dash, which is a super cool add-on for world building, and it has like a free trial of 1 month, so I really wanna try it out. Okay, I kinda like this. Let me get some of that. I like those little plants growing in the inside of the roots. I mean, attached to the roots. That's super nice. We get that a lot in Costa Rica. Plants covered with little leaves. It looks very repeatable, so let's go and make it smaller. We can actually add a bunch of little candles right there. I need to adjust them a little bit so the light looks a little better. And I want some bubbling water. Some bubbling water, that'll be super cool stuff. All right. Let's see. That's looking much more interesting. This is a perfect place for the melted candle. Let's place it here. Let's copy this here and let's copy this rotation and put it here. I messed up. I needed the actual candle with fire. And then get this rotation. Put it there. There you go. I like that melting effect. That'll be super cool to have. I kinda need to... I need a lot of these effects, like for vines and stuff. Hey, what's up, Karim? And those will look very nice. So I can have candles melting on rocks and stuff. Need to figure out how to do that. Maybe just some kind of like cloth simulation, maybe going back to Blender and actually simulating some stuff. That'll be very fun. Let's play some stuff in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete those for now, and I'm going to try to add more of them. It's okay, I'm gonna like place them properly. Eventually, right now I just want to get like nice feel for the place. Yep, we need more vertical candles. We need more of them somewhere here, somewhere here. Also here we're gonna burn this little plant down, but again I'm messing up. These are not the ones that have flames. And right there. Oops. I think I'm gonna make a new folder because I'm getting this mistake a lot. Candle static mesh. All of these are just gonna get hidden there because I'm starting to select stuff I don't need. Yeah, wanna work with the one that has flames. So here I'm going to do the same with this. I'm gonna place this little thing here, and I'm gonna copy location, paste location, copy rotation, delete that prop, and copy location. There you go. The same with this. I'm going to just replace it by copying the location and the rotation. Right here. Nice. It's okay to have some candles turned off, but not too many, because they're gonna look. Now it's getting more of that feel. We have this just very boring thing here. Maybe I can add something there. Those mushrooms kinda go well. Let's try to add them. Somewhere around here to break down that little wall that is kind of not doing much. Okay, it's kind of cool, and we can actually have a candle on top of that mushroom. Oops. Oh yeah, that looks cool. And also I like more of those little leaves. Those are super cool stuff. Let's go. Let's add a little bit here just to keep everything a little bit the same. Like that. Kinda cool. I had more vines, very cool vines. I need to look them up. They had another name. But it's okay, I don't want to mix a lot of different foliage in one small place, because then it gets very inconsistent. Okay, cool. So this is kind of interesting. It breaks these kind of like very big flat faces that look very boring with a little tiny detail. Yeah, some zigzag. I like to place assets in zigzag, like 1, 2, and maybe another one here. So there is repetition, but it has a pattern. So your eye kinda follows that pattern. And it's very dark in here, but it's kinda good for the candles. Now it's starting to look like very very interesting, a little scary also, like what is going on in here? Oh yeah, nice. And the huge candle on top, that's funny. It's a very big flame for a candle. Alright, that's kind of cool. We have a lot of space on the sides. How can we cover that up with something? I don't know. Yeah, don't know what to add here on the sides. This is, yeah, let's just try that one. This spike blueprint that I made, it's I I keep complaining about this. It's super hard to work with, but it gives such a nice curve to this little mesh. Let me see if I can play with this a little bit. So Alt click. Come on, Unreal, work with me, work with me. There you go. Collaborate. Let's push this a little bit like that. If I push it down, it looks very weird. It's really takes some effort. Really takes some effort to get this right, but you can get such a nice curvature. If I push it down, it goes very crazy. That's the thing, it doesn't like to be pushed down or up, just likes to be pushed on one side or the other. Like, it doesn't like this axis. For these very high slopes, it kinda doesn't like it. Oh, you can push each individual mesh. This is new. I don't remember having this before. That's super nice, actually. Once you place each thing, you kinda like... Nice. Let's give it a little bit more curvature. Like that. That sweet curve right there. Okay, and then let's just push this one. Not everything, but just this one. Can I actually select that one and just push it down? And this one a little bit down. Okay, maybe I just need to get more comfortable with this spline. Yeah, I lost the curve a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, I don't know what else can I add here. Should I go crazy with the candles and just push them all the way through? Yeah, it will look very interesting. Okay. Maybe we can use a different one. Let's look for this one and switch it up right there. Boop. Make it smaller. Go up. All right, nice. Yeah. What else? We can add fireflies and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to do this without a reference. Just like straight coming up with these ideas. Yeah, these candles, somehow I need to close them all from the bottom and try to think how I'm going to, hey, what's up, and see how I'm going to make this. Oh yeah, we have this bunch of things, so let's just get some vines just to cover this up a little bit. That's the thing about games, you need to think about every angle. You never know where the player's gonna look at. A little bit more integrated. Yeah, here I need like something that falls on top of the mushroom and grows down. Like I need cloth simulation. I'm gonna get into chaos cloth and start making some crazy stuff for this environment. It's gonna be super nice. And then what if we just add some vine splines? I have my jungle vine somewhere here. Let's see if I can actually make it. It's not the coolest vine, but yeah, that's what I want Dash, because in Dash you can select 2 points in the environment and boom, you get a vine build. It's super nice and easy to work with. So it's time to actually try that out. Because this is a little bit, it's kind of easy to work with, but it takes a little bit of work to guess the point that I need to like actually put this on. Okay, so I'm going to connect that. Just make sure that this point actually makes sense somewhere. It's not floating, but it's actually touching. Okay. Are they actually touching? Nope. That's the thing. You really it takes a lot of time to actually get this right. So that's what I'm trying to fix with the other thing. With the other plugin, I'm trying to get Okay, so once we have this spline, I'm just going to go to step 0.5 to make it fall down, and then I'm going to add a bunch of vines, which is gonna be maybe 15, maybe 20, maybe 10. No, it doesn't look so nice. 15. And I want to. Sometimes it does not connect properly. Huh. It's kinda weird sometimes. Is it because the point resolution? Let me see. I'm having this issue where, like, if I go too short, it cuts the main thing. Yeah. So maybe I can just push it into the wall a little bit like that, and get this one just pushed in there. There you go, a little bit like that. Oof, not really. We have floating vines.
Yes, we are.
You mean it's ugly? Okay, we got it. Oof, almost there. Super hard to get it right. Yeah, this spline, you know, I'm not a big fan of this thing. Oh, damn it. Messed it up here. Okay, that's good enough. There you go. There you go. A little bit of more variation. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. Maybe we need some rocks to break this down a little bit. These empty spaces, I don't like them that much. Let's see what we got for rocks. We got some interesting stuff in here. What is this? What? Okay, no. I like this one. This looks kinda interesting. This is like the witch doctor, kinda like garden. So what if we just copy this material?
Hello.
Hey, hello. And paste it here. Right there. Sweet. I like this. Looks kind of like, goes with the vibe of like, it's kind of like, oh. Goes with the vibe of the witch doctor. Spiky. You don't know if it's like friendly or not. It's kind of like, in my mind I have like this story, like the player gets like a curse, and like he needs to go and find the witch. No, I'm not using ref at all. I do look at some images and I do look at some other games and stuff, but for now I'm just going free-handed, just trying to see what assets we have and what can we do. There's no reference, which is not a good thing actually. What's up, Michael? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, usually most people will tell you, dude, like you cannot work without reference. Like, what the heck are you doing? Most people will tell you that. Since this is a very stylized and fantasy game, and I played a lot of
Building worlds without ref can be good.
not really. I mean, like, it's just that I played a lot of World of Warcraft, and I'm using actually World of Warcraft as my reference. But in this specific case, I'm just trying to go over the asset packs we have, because I have a lot of nice assets that I kind of like want to learn how to use and stuff. So I'm just trying to like experiment a little bit. But when I get stuck, for example, I got stuck with the swamp environment for like this area right here. I was like, this is not feeling right. Like, I don't know, like I had something very cool and then I messed it up, and you know, like I got like very stuck with this. And then I kind of went back and look at some reference and stuff, and I said like, we need mushrooms. We need a bunch of mushrooms. We need stuff that covers the player up. We need different trails and stuff. For example, this thing on the floor, it took me a long time to do. Let me show you. Swamp. You see this path, this pattern on the floor? Well, it doesn't show that well, but those kind of like circles in the floor, that's a swamp environment kind of flow. So this took me a long time, and from there I built the rest, and then I put some stuff on top, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I played with the post-process volumes, the lighting and everything, and I said like, hey, now it's feeling good, now it's feeling better. And then I said like, I need some cool entrance to this forest. I need some kind of like and a lot of grass. We need a lot of grass in the floor, because yeah, grass is gonna be interesting. I have a bunch of different grass. I need to think how to use it properly, what color it's going to be, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, I'm just trying to set dress a little bit and trying to like at least get one area finished, at least to a 90%, because it really like, look at this terrain, like what we no, I need to work on this a little bit. I mean, it's very low poly, that's good. We are using only color as texture, so that's great. And there's not much moving parts. I'm not trying to use dynamic lighting for this environment. And we are gonna use nanite, which hopefully helps. So it runs very nicely right now. But this is just an environment. We need to see what happens with the actual game mechanics and the whole thing together. So yeah, good thing is that we are going with a very low poly environment, so it's gonna be easier to optimize. Maybe the water shaders. Nanite, yeah, that's a good question, right? Like, nanite doesn't work great with nanite. Nanite doesn't work great with low poly. Well, this is a 4K monitor, right? So if I put the frame rate and play from here, this is half 4K, so this is 1080 right here, and it's just the character walking, so it doesn't reflect the thing. As you know, as soon as we get the whole thing together, then we can actually test frame rates. It really doesn't, it's not really going to show anything. We are hitting about 50 frames per second. A little bit, sometimes 60 in some areas, from 50 to 60. But this is again 1080. If I go full screen, the frame drops will drop to half. If I go full 4K, which we are not going to do that, we're gonna do a 1080 by 1920 game, which is gonna maybe get upscaled to 4K if you want. So, but frame rates are pretty nice, pretty nice. We have a lot of particles with like fire and actually this character takes a lot of frame rates away. The Unreal Engine character has a lot of reflections and a lot of stuff we don't need. So if I put a low poly character as intended, it's gonna go. We're gonna save some frame rates there. Yeah, this character is super expensive. Like, take that in consideration as well, cause it's not only reflective, but it has a lot of geometry. And it has some good great animations and so on. But mostly the material complexity of this character takes some frame rates away. If we change that with another thing, it's gonna look better, go better a little bit. And I guess the cascade particles actually take some frame rate away. If we change those to Niagara, I think we can get better frame rates. But that's not the actual. That's not very important for me right now. Yeah, it's not really important for now. Right now we are on the visual stages. We are only trying to build something nice, and then we can think of optimizing. We can think of optimizing a little bit later when we actually have something more finished. So we can actually start making master materials, material instances, nice trim sheets, and like really start breaking things down and doing some profiling to see what is actually messing up the performance and stuff. And number one thing is obviously lumen. Like if we get this to baked lighting, this is like dynamic lighting. I'm using lumen right now, but if we take this to I want to do this like with baked lighting, because lumen really makes no sense if you.
Thank you, man. Just dropped by and got a lot of info.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's no need for dynamic lighting unless you want your light to be changing all the time, you know. Which I don't. We're gonna have some light cycles. We're gonna have like sunrise, midday, afternoon, night, but it's gonna be baked lighting. And this baked lighting, like just World of Warcraft, like they have like 4 different lightings and they change one through the other, but it's not like dynamic. That way you can save so much performance, so much. Lumen, it's just crazy heavy on performance. It looks great, it looks beautiful, whatever, but it's not the way yet for performance.
Wow, this looks cool.
I appreciate it. It's time to set dress this, because it looks empty, looks kind of very big and boring. It's time to actually set dress a little bit more, and that's the challenge, right? Like creating a big world, like it's kind of nice, but then I need the detail, I need the actual thing. That's why I use World of Warcraft as a reference, because they have very big environments and they place their props very smartly, so it really, they make them big sometimes, and you are able to read them from far away, and then you get close and actually see the detail. and it's like very smartly placed. They place their assets in a very smart way, so they have a nice composition, but it's not too much. Maybe the newest expansion, they do have some like more packed areas with more props and stuff, but still, like, it's just very nice. They have just enough for it to feel like complete, but not overwhelming. It's like very smart. Like, I kind of need to learn more about it, about how to get that sweet spot of asset placement, that composition, that effect. And also, there's another thing in World of Warcraft. They have hand-painted textures, so it gives that extra detail that, like, But
Design is for some reason fun.
yeah, it's fun and very difficult at the same time. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting because it looks amazing from one point of view, and then you play with the character and it's like, what? It looks terrible from the character point of view. But that's the actual challenge. For example, like a game like this, that we are going to be able to fly around. Like, if we want to fly around, yeah, it looks kind of fun, it looks kind of cool, but then you actually want to walk around as well. So we need to make it very nice from both angles. That and a good solution to achieve that is actually making props very big. Like, you see, like, we have huge mushrooms there, and then those huge mushrooms, we can make them, you can read them very well, and then you can, like, actually get closer. This looks like just cables. I'm gonna, like, maybe delete those. That's funny. It's time to set this, to set dress a little bit. Not really sure what kind of props we can add in here. I need to this looks a little bit repetitive. We need to add different angles and sizes. Yeah, a little bit more variation. Just by scaling and rotating and even flipping or transforming your models, especially low poly with color textures, you can get away with just scaling them up because there's no texture to get stretched. So that's a little thing that you cannot do with texture assets. It's kind of nice. That's what I like, this kind of style, because it's very, like, can get away with a lot of things. And there's also areas that can be empty. Like in World of Warcraft, there's a lot of areas that are just empty, which is kind of nice because it breathes, it lets you the eye rest, and then, like, you have very packed areas again. But you need to have a sweet balance between those. So let's try to set dress a little bit here. What can we actually do here? Let's see. Let's see if we can find some props. Static mesh. It's kind of hard to, when you have so many assets together, like, it becomes a little bit overwhelming. What kind of, like, things you should be adding? Kind of like this character, which is not exactly the style we are going for, but it's kind of nice to give me a little. It has a lot of textures, which we are not actually using those, but it's posed, so it kind of gives me some idea what's going on. Let's see if we can build something interesting here. We have a rainbow. What? What is this? What? I was not expecting that. It's funny. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's see. Everybody likes barrels. This is a different style of barrel, so let's just not mix them up too much. We want to keep it consistent. We have some juice in here, more barrels. We are stacking up some kind of barrels here. Let's just experiment a little bit and see what works. We have some things in here. Usually what I do is just drop down a bunch of props and see if it works or not. And then I place them up nicely. And I change the texture so they look a little bit mossy and stuff, or snowy or whatever. We're gonna have a snow environment, mossy environments, burnt environments, which are going to have ash on top of them. Yeah, this is kind of like, it's like having a room full of Lego, and then you need to like think about what is the piece you need. It really feels like building Legos, like oh, I'm looking for that nice piece, that nice little block that will make this look super nice. Good thing that we have a search bar and we can just go like, I kind of need like a table, so we can check on tables. Oh, what is this? A barrel, half-sized. This is interesting. Okay. We have like a blacksmith table kind of thing. Kind of cool. Do we have a, what is this? Stone prop. This is kind of good for the witch doctor kind of thing. Might work good in there. Actually, I'm just, now that I saw that, I'm gonna place it somewhere here. It might help somewhere. Might make sense if I just put it around this area somewhere. For the altar, I think it will look even better if we can combine it here. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. Yeah, and then I will see what can I do with that. Alright, let's see what else can we add. Tables. I want like a table, but like a very kind of like no metal. I want just a, is it this one? I remember having like a very thick table, like a workstation kind of thing. It's okay. Super cool to have like a little kind of market thing in here. Oh yeah, this doesn't like to get too rotated, because then the fire effect doesn't really look nice. Let's see what else can we add. Little sit. Is this a little table, I guess? Oh yeah, it's a table. Oh yeah, we have some assets duplicated. That makes the whole thing more confusing. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Damn. Okay, that's an issue I need to fix. I need to fix because we actually imported all these assets from the Unity, from a Unity asset pack, and then we talked to the developer and we changed. He gave us the Unreal version. So since I already started working on the project, I basically imported both in the same project, and I did a file name change, and they got all together, and I messed up there. Okay. So maybe I'm able to just delete all duplicates. I know there might be an option for that. Nice. And then we can actually have some rain effects in the swamp. That would be nice. And yep, we can get some of those animal pelt. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe this blocks the player vision from the character, which doesn't really help much. Let's put it on the other side. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I like this better. Okay, cool. Alright, that's a little bit of set dressing. Now it doesn't feel like so empty and boring. And yeah, let's actually get this going around here. It's about making little clusters of props. And actually this one can go up the table. Press End to make it fall down into the ground or whatever it's gonna fall down into. We can actually make it a little smaller. Nice. This stone table doesn't make much sense in there, but maybe we can have somebody who's working on a blacksmith. Maybe in a swamp might not be the right place for that. Okay, then we can get a lot of we can get moss on the props. That would be very nice. Okay. this doesn't really make much sense here. Place it around there. Maybe around this area. This box is very big actually. Super big actually. Oh yeah, placing assets seems very easy, right? But it's not easy at all. Not quite that easy. Is it pelt? Yeah, there you go. Here I want to add some interesting stuff. Again, we have everything duplicated. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I have so many assets. It's like, nope, it's just the same one. This is nice to break a little bit the floor. Very big animals right here. Shadows are very harsh. That's another problem. We need to cover them up. Don't really want to have those around here. Alright, cool. What else? Boom. If we have fire, we need wood. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, bro.
Hey, how are you? Let's add some wood to actually make some sense of this. That's very important and makes a lot of sense. How do you call wood pile or something? Let's see if I remember. Yep, we got some wood piles. So let's stack them up somewhere here. This wood is way different from the other wood I have in the other camp, so kinda makes sense. I'm not gonna use those. Not quite sure about this debris. Not really, maybe smaller. Yeah, something around those lines. Really doesn't make much sense, but kind of looks cool. Have some broken stuff around the campfire. Okay, cool. I want some tents. Is there a way to like cover these guys up from the...
Which asset library do you use?
It's a lot of free assets from the Unreal Engine Marketplace and the Polygon, Synthy asset packs. And a bunch more from the Unreal Engine Marketplace. A lot of free stuff that I've been collecting for years now. Oh, those are kinda cool. Hey, those are kinda cool actually. We don't have much bamboo here, but we can add some bamboo. Hey, those are kinda nice. I kinda want like some other kind of tent, but this, oof, those are nice. Very straightforward, like very straight. I don't make, looks a little boring though, like very flat. not quite. Doesn't really. Nope. This guy I don't like. I like this one. It's a little bit more curvy, a little nicer. Yeah, a bunch of free stuff from the marketplace. Keep an eye out for the free asset packs in Unreal Engine. There's a lot of stuff that you can get in the free tab, which is free for forever. It's not like you need to be able to grab it within a month. There's free stuff that just is there, hanging around. So very good stuff to keep an eye out. Very kind of oof, I like these ones. But then I have a combination between two different kinds and doesn't make much sense. I like it like that. Now I kind of want to like paint some foliage to actually place this on the scene, because they seem like out of place a little bit. Let's go foliage, and then I'm actually going to select some grass. And I'm going to paint a single. Just paint a little bit of grass on the little edges so they seem more connected to the environment. I don't need to overdo that, because then it starts looking weird. Yep, just a little tiny bit so it feels like it's been there for a long time. Nice. Maybe one around this area. Maybe this area. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to select this and push it a little bit around there. A little bit around here. Awesome, awesome. Feels nice. Feels like a nice campfire. I want some, how do you call those? Vase? Not the vase I want. Okay, I'm going to check out how is it called? I like these ones. It's called pot. Okay. Alright, let's go back. This forest, I'm gonna make it so nice. Wow, I'm flying so quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. This area is gonna be crazy. Just let me add some bubbling water and stuff. That'll be so nice. Okay, let's go back here. I want some vases, which are called pots in here. Not too much, because it started looking repetitive and boring. A little bit here. Yeah, there's nothing like hand placement. Really, really good. You can get everything where you want it, are directed how you need it. It's gonna be super nice. Nice. Let's grow some stuff on top of the structures as well, yeah. To integrate them a little bit better into the thing. We have some sacks or of some stuff. I don't know what there might be keeping inside these sacks, but looks kinda cool.
The environment is really awesome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, finally getting into some detail, because I was just trying to figure out the whole thing, and it was a little overwhelming. Like, I was just going very hard on the whole thing, just making it too big, and I was like, no, the bigger it gets, the more diluted my energy and time get, and so I'm not able to actually make it look nice. Actually, these two islands here, it's nice. I like that shape, but actually these islands, I think we can get rid of them. Yeah, we can actually get rid of that. Ah, I see why we had those islands. Yeah, because we have some higher level and stuff, so we're trying to hide some stuff. That's funny. We don't want this to happen. That's funny. Yeah, we have a lot of things to fix in there, but yeah, it was getting too overwhelming. For example, all these green mountains are not accessible to the player. It's just a bunch of mountains that make no sense. But yeah, we're gonna have some crazy caves and stuff, and we're gonna have a lot of stuff. Jungle areas. What else we have? A starting area, which it's supposed to look different. This post-process volume. I need to fix these post-process volumes. It's yeah, yeah, it's gonna take some time for me to get the lighting right and stuff. Yeah, let's see.
Bro, how you create lava?
A bunch of like almost everything you see, it's being part of the asset pack. Lava is just an emissive color, and it's like an animated texture that slides from one point to another. Let me see if we can check the material super quick. This lava on the floor, let me show you. Basically, you need metallic, roughness emissive, world position offset. The world position offset is the thing that moves the lava. You have time, swell frequency, absolute world position, swell height and speed division, and then you have a bunch of math to make it move from one point to the other. There are many tutorials online on this, how to make water move and stuff like that. And then you have an emissive color for the color, and then you have two textures to make it move like that. And this is a little bit overcomplicated. You can achieve the same effect with less nodes. This is a little bit too complicated. But it's the world position offset node that will allow you to move textures around. That's the most important takeaway. That's what people use to make things move. This water shader, it's you see the pixelated. That's so funny. The pixelated shadows on this. Yeah, I'm not so big on materials. I'm more of a environment artist. More focused on the actual asset placement and the mood and the level design and stuff. But definitely, I'll try to find a good tutorial on that, and maybe I can share it in my Discord and you can check it out, or just look it up in YouTube, like how to create
Yes, but looks good, bro.
moving materials. You can look for like water or lava. Yeah, there must be like stylized lava stuff, and it's very cool. That's the good thing about downloading asset packs. You can learn a lot from them. It's oh, how do these guys did this? Oh, nice. I like that. Looks like a pineapple growing on top of this. It's kind of fun. Not a big fan of those. I'm going to make them smaller. I'm supposed to just select those and go here and say minimum 0.25 to 0.5, so the scale is gonna get smaller. There you go. Have little grass. Yep, that looks more believable. And also we placed more assets, so let's add little grass. Try to keep it super close to the thing. Doesn't need to be everywhere, but if you place a little grass in between the props, it kind of integrates the thing. That's very important, integration. And we have floating meshes.
I am also working on an environment for a short clip.
Nice. That's amazing. Like when you're doing animation, you can go crazy and then just use the path tracer and like get amazing results for rendering. That's beautiful. Games are a different topic because you have performance in mind. It needs to be real time. It needs to look good from every single possible angle. So yeah, things get a little tricky sometimes. You can control the player camera. You can fix it in some places. You can actually make it look at some specific areas. You can force it a little bit in some places, which is very good, you know. But it's also nice to allow the player to just explore and go wherever. So you really need to take that, make those details. Like, oh, what's behind that tree? Oh, there's a little treasure. Oh, what is that little mushroom? Oh, I never. So like the player really, I don't know, like it's very immersive when like you go behind like a wall and there's actually something built in there. And it's like, whoa, they actually took the time to build something there. That's nice. Like who actually placed these assets there? It makes a lot of sense. Yay, I like this. We are having some bamboo constructions here and I don't see any bamboo plants around, so it's time to add some bamboo plants. Cause like where did they get this bamboo from? That's a good question. Those are the things you need to ask yourself when building an environment. Like actually place yourself there and be like, feels right, feels okay. Talking about foliage, I need some variation. These all are the same height, the same. Oh, console variable. Nope, don't want that. I want to go into foliage tools and easily just select each one with the select thing and go like make it smaller. There you go. This one can stay big, this one can go smaller. This one, it's okay. Let's make it smaller from the center. There you go. There you go. Let's place another one around this area. Just one little touch and it feels integrated. If you put too many, makes it feel abandoned. It's such a thin balance. It's like, you see, like if you put 3 of them, it feels repetitive. It's such a fun science. It's less is more. That's the best I can say. Less is more. If you can achieve the same feeling with less props, just keep it like that. Because I do feel that I'm going crazy with too many props. We will need to make a nice cleanup after the thing is finished. We will make a good cleanup. Try to reduce the amount of props to still achieve the same effect, but try to clean it up a little. Because there's no need for so much stuff in some areas. Nice. Okay, cool. I like this. I like this. Bamboo plants. Yeah, we have some bamboo. Let's add some bamboo. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's gonna work great. Bamboo and swamps. Bamboo and swamps. Bamboo grows everywhere, so I don't think it's a big problem. I think I've seen bamboo in swampy areas, and these bamboo plants are just so beautiful. Do they really go well with this environment? It's like a very detailed thing against a very low polyprop. Kinda like doesn't feel right. I think I'm not gonna add those. I might just add these little ones. The yellow bamboo, which is another kind. Not really sure. These guys grow everywhere anyways. Like I've seen it all over the place here in Costa Rica. They just like water. If they get enough water, they grow. Just some little bamboo, and maybe it's too yellowish. I kind of want to grow some moss on them. Make them mossy. Cause
Well, how are you, Badaya?
hey, how are you? Very good, very good. Finally set dressing a little bit of the environment, making it more interesting, because I was focusing on the big picture, and it's time to focus on a little bit on the details. I really want to get a sense of how much detail I'm going to put into the areas, because I was a little bit tired of like jumping around from area to area, and just like I was not able.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
You mean in the game or in real life? It'll be super fun to actually have some grow mechanics in this game, so you can harvest stuff. That'll be super cool. And here I would like to change this material a little bit. Why do we have 3 materials if I only see 2 things?
The game looks like me and GL face with tears of joy.
That's funny. Yeah, the one that really looks like it is this one. Where is it? This one. Not quite, but looks like a little bit like it. It's a big bamboo plant. Those are so nice. Those are one of my favorite foliage here. It really moves right. They got the movement right, which is very difficult to do. Okay, this waterfall is just falling into nothingness. But again, I'm not gonna keep on jumping from one area to the other, because I get diluted and my energy gets diluted and I don't see progress. So let's just focus on one little area.
Damn FR face with tears of joy.
There you go. Okay, cool. Nice. Finally, getting something interesting. Nice. Okay, talking about the bamboo. This bamboo is yellow, very yellow. I don't like it to be so yellow. We are in a swamp environment, and I know bamboo likes to. It grows a lot of moss on top. Like there's a lot of moss growing on top of bamboo all the time. A lot of like stuff grows on top of bamboo. So I'm gonna change this a little bit. This is a material instance. Why do we have 3 materials? Not really sure. Let's see. I wanna just change this one. Okay, I see. We have one for the stem, another one for the little lines, and another one for the leaves. So I just wanna change the first one. And I'm going to go into this thing, and actually I'm just gonna change the color for something greenish, like that. More, not like that, but yellowish a little bit, so it reflects a little bit of the moss. Not quite. Let's make it darker. It feels a little bit more integrated, I guess. It would be nice to give it a little bit of texture, just a little bit of spots. Like usually bamboo has a lot of like dark spots on it, like a bunch of fungus and moss and whatever grows in there. Like you don't want to play with bamboo that much because it has a one. I knew somebody who got like respiratory issues because of cutting bamboo. When this moss gets, it's not moss, it's a fungus that gets very dry, it just flies. Oh yeah. Yeah, for organisms to grow, we first need an environment. As soon as we get the environment going, oh yeah, we're gonna have some crazy creatures going around. But right now, it's unfortunately not the time. Because there's a lot to do first. We're gonna have a lot of things roaming around for sure. I wanna make this bigger actually. Let's go. That's too big. Maybe not that big, but let's try. We need to just try to put some, a little bit like that, little grass, to make things feel a little bit more integrated. And usually grass grows in little clusters. All nature grows in little clusters. Yeah, painting grass on this will be super fun. Like I want grass, a lot of grass everywhere.
What's this game? Is it kind of open world survival or kind of adult type?
I'm not really sure. I'm building this for a client that asked me to do like a very big open world map, and this is what I'm doing. I know that it's going to be an RPG kind of thing. I'm not really sure exactly what kind of RPG. I know that there's gonna be combat, and you will be able to equip items and have skills, and I don't know, like he has a lot of ideas on how of what he wants to do. But yeah, it's gonna be about exploration, about combat, about I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet exactly what is it going to be. But we are definitely trying to find very interesting things that are not so common in other games. We definitely want to be able to do some stuff, because at the end of the day, like, the big question is like, what can we do in this game that we cannot do in other games, right? That's the most important question you need to ask yourself when you make a game. Like, what is different about this? Yeah, it looks cool, it's nice, but what can we do here that we cannot do in other games? Big question. Probably the most difficult question you need to ask yourself every time you make a game. Why should somebody play this and not the other 1,000 RPGs we got out there? Yeah, like, visual style is important.
Pretty excited to try when this game comes out. Would be glad to be playing as a tester.
Yeah, definitely. We will definitely. I mean, we'll need a lot of testers. I'm not really sure, like, exactly how the process is going to be. I'm very happy that we got a programmer already in the team, so it's gonna be very cool. It's gonna be very cool because it seems like a very smart guy, and it's gonna be very cool because he will be able to implement very crazy stuff that we have in mind. For now, I'm just really trying to create a beautiful world that we can actually go and explore and have some fun in. That'll be super nice.
You got Snap or Insta.
I don't use Instagram. Snapchat, I don't use it at all. Instagram I do have, but I don't use it as much. Got a little tired of Instagram. I'm doing YouTube mostly. I got a TikTok, but I don't like that platform much. People don't interact. It feels like Instagram and TikTok feels like a very kind of fake, kind of superficial, bot-filled platforms. It's very hard to have some real interaction in those platforms unless you do get a bunch of followers. But even though you get a bunch of it's not the public I'm looking for. YouTube is more for, like, if you get somebody interacting with you in YouTube, it's because they're really interested in what you're doing. They really took, like, some time of their day to.
Tears of joy, that's the reason TikTok is banned in my country.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of nonsense. People just doom scrolling like crazy, and I was thinking of actually streaming on TikTok to get more people into my YouTube, and then I said no, like, I don't want that public in my YouTube. I mean, like, I'm not going to, like, make you go from one platform to the other. That's why I stopped streaming on Twitch as well. Twitch is a platform where people want, like, people like Icy Speed just, like, performing like crazy, like they just, like, snorted some cocaine and they're like, like, overreacting to everything, and it's, like, kind of tiring. It's like, dude, like, I don't know, like, what's wrong with this new generation? Not only it feels fake, superficial, and dumb, but it's like, I don't know what they find entertaining about that. YouTube is about entertaining.
Girls twerking is all found in TikTok.
Yeah, girls, unfortunately that's what they got to do to get some views, right? It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunately. Not always, let's just not generalize, but most of the time they need to. Use their attractiveness to make things interesting. But yeah, YouTube is about entertaining people and also about teaching people. So if you can do a mix of both, it's gonna be good, you know. It's gonna like, people are learning a little bit, people are getting entertained a little bit with my streams. So mostly I'm trying to do like an educational kind of thing. It's not like I'm teaching you like click by click, or like it's not like a tutorial thing exactly, but like if you have any questions or stuff, like I can at least like tell you
Yeah, brother, and without as a God's believer, I hate this Gen Z supporting cringe creators, and on the other hand, people like us who work hard are so underrated partsuit.
yeah, I mean, like for me it's kind of fun. I found this very sweet spot where I'm just like, you know, I'm just working on my stuff, I'm just doing my art, so whatever, you know, like might as well just stream it and people get interested and I can interact with people. So it's kind of like a sweet spot where I don't need to like edit videos, I don't need to think about what's the last trend in Google Trends. Oh my god, I need to make a video about this last topic that other 10 people made a video of, and I need to be like on the latest kind of thing, and I don't need to make like this kind of like, how do you call those, clickbait thumbnails and stuff. No dude, it's like, this is my work, that's what I'm doing. Like, it's nice if you want to check it out, that's good. I will be here working, that's it. It's like, it's kind of, I feel like I have an advantage over other creators because my work is digital. I'm sitting on the computer all day long anyways, so I don't have anything to lose. It's kind of fun, you know. Some people need to do ideation, they need to spend time thinking and researching about trends and stuff. I don't. I just open up Unreal, put OBS, plug and play, let's go. No need to do any of that. Sometimes I do videos, sometimes I do tutorials. I want to do some tutorials, especially on things that I struggle with, things that took me some time to learn, and I realized that oh wow, I kind of want to bring that information out so other people can like actually benefit from it. But mostly I just do live streams because it's so nice. Like I just let the camera roll and that's it. And it's nice for me as well because I can check how long did I.
Bro, I have interest in learning coding, how can I start? Or I'm interested in ethical hacking, what's your suggestion and advice on this? Just wanted to learn, you know, like a basic skill of technology.
Well, if you want to get into coding and hacking, I don't know if you know this very popular streamer that is becoming very popular these days. It kind of like got discovered like not so long ago. It's called Pirate Software. He worked for the U.S. government as a I don't know how to call it, but those guys who test if your software is actually secure or not, right? So he has a Discord channel, and there is a programming community, a programming space, and they just share a bunch of things, and you can ask questions, and it's a great place. If you're interested in that, that's a good place to go and ask them and tell them like, hey, I want to get into this thing, and they will definitely let you know what you should do. Because I'm not a programmer myself, I don't know much about these things, but I know that that's a good place to start. Yeah, the Pirate Software community is amazing. It has a lot of different kind of subgroups. They have a subgroup for artists, they have a subgroup for programmers, they have a subgroup for sound designers. It's super cool, so you can get together with the people that will actually help you in that topic. It's a great Discord. Actually, I it's funny, like my Discord, like We are like 15 guys, but like not really sure. Like I don't really update it much. It's kind of Discord. I always found it weird. It's like a kind of like different kind of app, but it kind of can be very useful actually if you learn how to use it and organize it. It's kind of nice to build a small community of people interested in what you're doing, and that you can actually share tutorials, and they can share their work, and like you can help them out with some feedback or just giving your opinion or whatever.
Why can't I see or live in full screen like your live showing like a YouTube short?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry guys, I need to say this every time I start streaming. I totally forget that people on the vertical stream are not able to see the menus. If you go back to my channel, you will see two streams. There's the horizontal one and there's the vertical one. I do the vertical one because it pushes the content through shorts, so I get a bunch of new viewers and people interested in the stream. And it's a strategy I'm trying to use to and not only get more people interested, but actually to bump up those watch time hours. Since I stopped multi-streaming, I'm just doing YouTube now. I kind of want to focus on YouTube, so this strategy kind of works very nice. I'm getting a lot of new people interested and interaction and stuff, so it's super nice. So if you want to see the horizontal stream, you should be able to see the menus on the right and the viewport on the left, and you see the whole thing, everything I'm doing, like clicking on all the menus and files and whatever. I need to actually say this more often, or have a little message popping in the vertical stream like, hey, go check my horizontal stream. Yeah, I'm actually gonna make a little text animation that says that, because every time there's somebody like, hey dude, like where's the horizontal stream, like why can't I see your menus? Because when I'm doing like blueprints or like whatever else in the Unreal Engine, like people are like, what? He hasn't moved the camera for a long time. I don't understand what he's clicking on or what he's talking about. Yeah. It's super fun. It's super fun. Like I had this thing happen to me so many times. Like people are like, dude, where's your horizontal stream? What happened? But believe it or not, it's a great strategy. Like great strategy. Shorts are taking over YouTube right now. If you create a good short, you can get a lot of views and a lot of people interested. I've been very lazy with my shorts. I need to create better shorts. The last short I got did very good, but it was the most disliked video since I started YouTube. Because it got pushed to new audiences, and this new audience was like, what is this? I don't like this. Which means that YouTube is actually pushing my content to new people, and that's very nice. But you need to think about every short video as an introduction to your channel. Like, hey, this is my name, this is what I do, this is the project I'm working on. If you want to check out, I do a stream almost every day. Come hang out, boom boom boom. This is a little time lapse, and just talk over the video. Don't just put some music and time lapse and fast forward. No, like actually interact more with people and tell them what you're actually doing. And it's just not, it's gonna be like more genuine, and it's gonna actually make people more interested. That's what I've been learning, and it makes it feel more like you actually put more effort into it.
Bro, that looks good.
I appreciate it. Yeah, just little by little, trying to get things going here. I think I'm gonna burn this place down with so many torches here. Maybe I need to like push them away a little. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a little stuck. This is the time where like the space is just too big and I don't know what else to put in here. This is the time where you need to actually step back a little bit and go and get some reference and actually try to Alright, so let's think about filler props. We have a lot of pine trees growing on the edge of the environment. Why don't we place some pine trees right here? Actually, foliage. This is a very quick solution when you don't know exactly what to place. So you just go on single and then just go like bloop. Okay, these are maybe too big. Let's go and make them a little bit smaller. Little pine trees growing on the edge. Oh, it's okay. Sometimes they're gonna go like twisted and stuff. We're gonna fix that.
It's kind of difficult to work on that amount of screen. Maybe try to get another monitor. So to make it work easy.
I kind of like this setup. You know, when you have two monitors, you need to like twist your neck too much, and it starts hurting a little bit. That's why I have the bot reading the chat, because I don't like looking at the chat all the time. And also the vertical stream, it really allows me to record the whole thing and then make a time lapse from this. So it's super cool because I can actually then just make a little shorts from this vertical stream. And since I'm doing vertical streaming as well, it kind of like helps to keep the ratio properly. And I kind of like it to have such a big viewport, because having a full screen viewport is also a little bit laggy. You know, the bigger the viewport, the more performance it takes. Pine tree is my favorite. That's what I needed, some pine trees. Just a little blockage from the thing. It looks kind of weird because the camera gets twisted with perspective. It gets squished a little bit. It kind of distorts the image a little bit, but it's the best solution I found. And usually I used to work horizontally with a smaller viewport, and I kind of like this vertical one. It gives me like a nice kind of, and it's actually very big because I have a 4K monitor, so it's like it's actually huge, you know, like it's actually bigger.
Before you started making the environment, how did you create a base level environment for such a big project?
The terrain, I just went to landscape tools and sculpted. It took some time and a lot of iteration to actually get something going. Nope, I don't want those there. Nope. And this one is like shaking, like, what's wrong? No, that's not a nice movement. We need to fix those. Yeah, environment, landscape tools, and then just sculpt. I made a very big environment and then just kept them sculpting. I do have all the process on my YouTube channel. It's one of the first, probably one of the first live streams I did. Nope, I don't want those here. I want them right there. Good. That's a little bit more interesting. A little bit more interesting. Now I want to actually go to select, and I'm going to start fixing these guys a little bit, because for example this one is too big. Let me make it smaller. This one is falling down. I don't want him to fall down like that. Let me put it a little bit more vertical, make it smaller. This one as well. Let's try to push it a little bit. It's nice to have them twisted, but not too much. Not too much. They always trying to look at grow. They always try to grow vertically as much as possible to get as much light as possible. So this one, pivot point, it's twisted here, so it's no problem. I'm just gonna try to move it. Oh yeah, I forgot it's twisted. Okay, so this one, and then a little smaller, but get it from the center. Yeah, sometimes they don't collaborate that well. Yeah, this one is twisted. We got a problem with the pivot point. Yeah. This one here, I don't really like it, so let's go delete. To delete foliage, you need to go erase and have it selected. If you don't have selected, it's not gonna delete it. Big thing that you need to take in consideration. And when you're working with slopes also, you will have this problem where things are not actually in the ground, they're floating. Working with slopes in video games, there's a big video, very famous, like a very popular video on that. Don't do slopes in your video games. It really makes the whole thing difficult, and it is. When you're working with slopes, everything gets a little bit tricky. You need to start pushing your things down a little, and then a lot of other problems. It also gives problems with the... I appreciate it. I have an art station too. The Instagram, I haven't uploaded anything in a long time. In my art station, you can check a little bit of my latest work. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like Instagram that much. I actually had a bunch of followers, like almost, like I had like 2,000 followers in Instagram, and then I just got rid of them because I started getting a lot of like bot followers on like stuff, because I did a couple of NFT projects and I used a lot of NFT tags, and then I started getting a lot of weird messages, so I decided to just make it private, take everybody out, get rid of all the hashtags, and then just basically made it public again. Without those hashtags and those people, and then I stopped getting those messages. But once in a while I do get weird messages in Instagram.
Follow called 6feet.caliber ACC.
Nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, my Instagram, I don't really do much there. I don't like that platform, to be sincere, you know. It's kind of like boring. I got a couple of clients from Instagram, like nice clients. But it's not what I wanna do anymore. People usually look you up in ArtStation, or they look you up in YouTube. You get serious clients from these platforms, but from Instagram, I got maybe 2 nice clients, but not the kind of people I want to work with in the long term, let's say. But still, nonetheless, very grateful with the opportunity and the learning experience, which is great. All right. We have a falling tree right there. This guy is shaking. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, it's like it's like bugging out. We need to check that material because there's something wrong with this. I don't like how it moves. I'd rather make it not move at all. Alright, some pine trees makes this feel much nicer. That's my favorite thing to do in Unreal Engine, just placing trees. I can do this for hours, it's so fun. Painting foliage. Yeah, now it feels nicer, now it's more occluded, now it's like more interesting, more mysterious. One thing I do need to do is add a lot of more different landscape materials so we can paint the landscape more interestingly, because it's very boring right now. We have like green, mud, sand, rock, and that's it, no more. I need like a bunch of materials, at least like 6 of them, to actually make this look very interesting.
So that NFT weird MSGS RNTG but scammers who wanna milk up points from don't worry about that.
Yeah, I did make some money from NFT projects, not selling NFT directly, but I did make some money, like you know, PayPal, US dollars, from clients who wanted my artwork to be sold as NFTs. So I had a bunch of abstract stuff, and I just gave them the images that they can basically steal anyways from my Instagram. And I got paid from that. And then they were like, hey, can you make 3 variations of this image? I'm like, yeah. I had the Blender file, I open it up, change some colors, change some stuff, send them the render, stuff like that. But I'm talking about 1 in 5, you know. Then I got a bunch of weird stuff happening, and I keep getting emails like once per week from my art station. Oh, your art is so nice. Would you like to use it as an NFT? I have an exposition in this website. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's jump into a Discord call, just so I can record you and put you in YouTube to see your your face and your scammer face. And it's like, oh no, I'm busy right now. Oh no, we cannot do that right now. And they just jump back off. If you get a scammer, just tell them, hey, let me see your face in a video call, and let's see what actually happens. If you show me your face and you talk to me straight, now we can talk. If you don't want to do that, step away. As the first that's the easiest way to get away from these guys, because you don't want to be a dick, you don't want to be rude and be like, I know you're a scammer, so get off. You kind of want to play with them a little bit and be like, yeah, let's jump into a Discord call. And they're like, oh no, I'm busy right now. You know, they're always the same thing. I got a very nice email like 2 weeks ago from this Asian girl, like super nice profile picture, and the way she wrote the text and everything, it looks like she actually put some effort into it and used some chat GPT and stuff. Like it really looked professional and stuff. And I looked her profile online and she looked pretty legit, you know. And then I was like, yep, let's jump into a Discord call. No, I'm busy, you know, we can't do that and stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. But for example, my last client that I'm actually working for, like this environment, like the guy who actually hired me for this environment, is he was super legit. He was just super straightforward. He talked to me through ArtStation. No funny business through email. No funny business through any other chat. He talked me straight through ArtStation with a pro profile. He paid the pro profile. I'm like, all right. I mean, the business profile. I'm like, okay, cool. This guy knows what now knows how to talk to people. And then he was super straightforward. He jumped into a Discord call. We talked, and immediately in 5 minutes, I knew that I got a real client. I mean, like, with time, you get to smell these guys from far away. It's like, this guy is a very bad scammer. But sometimes you get very good scammers, and it's kind of hard to tell.
Bro, let me create my Discord and join your channel. Give me 15 minutes, I'll be right back.
Definitely, no problem. So yeah, that's how I tell if I got a scammer or not. Sometimes they are very very funny. Sometimes it's like, dude, you should probably go on take some scammer classes, because sometimes they're very bad. It's kind of funny. It's like, dude, like put some effort into what you're trying to do. At least. It's so funny. All right, so yeah, I think that's it for now. I might just take a little break and continue with this a little later. I need to take a shower and have some food and continue with this thing. Oh yeah, we got some fishermen. Nice. I kind of want to go talk to them to see what kind of fishes they're pulling out. Those pine trees, I love it. Now I need to paint some rocks, and it will look super nice. It really fills up the place. Let's add some more pine trees actually. Let's just add some more pine trees before I go. Yeah, that's what I need, like pine trees. Select. Single. Yes, let's add some pine trees. Just to fill up a little bit this emptiness. That's not a good place to grow. And that way you can really cut off some space. We can make some more structures. That's too close to each other. Let me separate them a little bit. Just trying to be careful not to intersect the mushrooms. And it makes sense that these like to grow on the higher ground. That's too close to each other. I know pine trees have this little thing that they don't let other plants grow nearby. They have this kind of like substance. They release a substance in the ground and they don't let other plants grow nearby. Kind of like a defensive mechanism for so they don't allow other plants to steal their nutrients. Kind of interesting thing. Usually in a pine forest you will only see pine trees like right next to the pine tree, and all the little leaves fall down and they create like this kind of thing that other plants don't like to grow. And that little texture in the floor I would like to get somehow stylized. Put it here. Oh no. No. Maybe this is not the right place to grow some pine trees. Underneath a mushroom. That makes no sense at all. What the Nope. Okay. Less is more. I'm adding too much of this. Alright, I like this. This structure looks boring and makes no sense at all. We actually need to cover this up. Like, what is this? Let's add another staircase here, because this makes no sense. Where are the staircases? I need the staircases. Where are they? Yep. We are supposed to have stairs for this. Oh, these pieces I need to put somewhere else, because I made such a mess with one of these models. We have a bunch of triangles floating. I kinda need to clean this up. Not gonna complicate that much. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking here. Okay. Looking in the wrong folder. Makes sense. We have these stairs. Are these actually go with this? Rotation. 16. Rotation. Okay, let's add 45 to that. Scale. Oh, okay, scale is totally off. We got the angle at least. No problem. Now it makes more sense. We have some stairs. Makes enough sense. Now can I get this texture, material, and place it? Kinda works. Moss does not grow like that, but it's okay. I see some disconnection. And I should have played. I needed to change the collision. Oh, totally, yeah. I need to... Yeah. I need to actually get that going. Oh, it works. Nice, we have collisions. Yeah, totally. I need to change that Discord link every day because it gets expired very quickly. That's kinda... I need to like set up like some kind of like permanent link somehow somewhere. Just let me go offline, cause don't want to get messages from my friends playing games. So invite people, copy link right there, and I'm gonna just put it in the chat, which is gonna be a little, I don't know if you can copy things from the chat, but let's go. And let me just turn off the speaker bot so it does not sound.
https://discord.gg/bujekxxd.
Alright. It's not that big, it's a couple of letters, nice. Cool, we got this going on. We can push it in a little bit, like that. That makes sense. Much more sense. Alright, I kinda wanna make a little bit of a... Where is the wood fence? I know we have some wood fence somewhere. Where is it? Well, I don't really want to break this down into pieces. No, this is not modular. Well, in this case, you know, I'm just gonna, I guess, just gonna create my own. Okay, so we have these sticks. Okay, let's try to just copy the height. Doesn't need to be exactly the same, but we do want to have something similar. Let's copy the height. Okay. I love this stylized stuff. I can just squish it, scale it. Doesn't really matter because it's a it's just a color thing. Then we need another one, which is this one. Awesome. That's super nice. Alright, cool. I want to one, which is this height. Let's push it there. Nice. And do we have a third one? Yes, we do have a third one, which is a little thicker. We're gonna copy the height by just placing this somewhere near, making it like that and go up. Right here. That's super nice. Let me just make it like that and go like this. Boom. Do we have a fence? Not.
Unreal Engine merged them into one model.
No, but you can do it with the modeling tools.
That background music is good.
I appreciate it. It's medieval Dr. Dre. You can check it on YouTube. If you put medieval. Yeah. I usually put very chill music, like very chill music, which is nice. It's nice to do some like very, hard tasks. But now that I'm trying to push the environment a little bit, when I'm doing like very repetitive things, very creative things that don't need me to focus much on technical aspects, I put more of this kind of music. When I'm trying to do something very technical that requires a lot of thinking, let's say like logical thinking, I do put some chill music. But when I'm just doing repetitive tasks over and over, like placing assets, I do want music like this to keep me like, give me some energy and keep me going. And it looks like it's copyright free, because it's actually not copyrighted by Dr. Dre, even though it's the same beat with different instruments. But I should probably put it on the description for sure. I need to give credit to the creators for sure. Don't want to be that guy who doesn't put the credits. I don't need this vertical. Doesn't need to be there at all. Here I'm just gonna duplicate, push here, 45, let's go, boom. And then let's push around here, somewhere around there. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one, push it down to the floor somewhere where it makes kind of sense. I'm gonna push it up a little bit, and then these things, I don't really need them to be straight. We can twist a little bit, which is gonna even make it look more interesting. Even more twist. Cool. Nice. We have a little fence right there, and then we can make it make it one little object and copy it around. But before doing that, let me add some texture, which is just copying the material, browsing with the little magnifying glass. Once you have the material selected, just put it with a little arrow. These are not the materials I want. Let me see which one is the one that I like. The one that has the moss on top. There you go. I have a bunch of variations since these are very low poly props. This effect of layering does not work so sweet. It works great for mega scans and very dense geometries, but not this. Nice. It looks a little bit more integrated, and I guess this one needs to have this one as well. Oof, no, that's what I thought. The one like a very slippery ground. Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to do that a little bit more. And this house is totally empty, and it's very small. This was not designed to be an interior space, but I will make it an interior space because it's super cool. I always like to go into the buildings. Like if you cannot go into a building, it's like breaks the illusion. Why is this shaking like crazy? Let's just try to fix that. Okay, let's see who is this guy and why is it shaking like that. Is it this one? Nope, this one doesn't like to shake. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the shaky one. Let's go to the material and actually let's see wind speed, leaf intensity. Let's actually make it 5. There you go. Is it actually working?
Well, I hate Discord, guess what? It took so long to log in, like bro, it's like you're not on your pod, etc. I was like, have fun.
Yeah, that happened to me many times before. It's like, oh Jesus. Hey, now it moves a little bit nicer. Looks on like underwater a little bit, but I kind of, yep, that's kind of more decent. Yay, now they're flowing a little bit. You need to be careful with these effects. We don't want to make it feel like it's actually underwater, like a seaweed, like just dancing underwater. Usually when you animate foliage in Unreal Engine, you get that effect, and many people think that that looks good, but it doesn't. Foliage has this very subtle movement, and this is kind of okay. As long as you can tell it's moving, good enough. You don't need to make it dance like a flame. In my opinion, it looks terrible. Breaks the immersiveness, the illusion of right here in the chat. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry. This I don't know if I'm talking to the vertical or the horizontal chat. Let me just copy it up. Copy it and put it here. Let me take the speaker bot off so you don't get to hear. The problem is this is the thing, guys. The vertical chat and the horizontal chat cannot see each other messages, but they can hear each other through the speaker bot, which is a super positive thing about the speaker bot. You can talk to people in the horizontal chat through the, like, they can communicate through voice, through audio, but they can't see the messages. And if I speak on the OBS chat, I only send it to the horizontal. But if I speak into the speaker bot chat, into the streamer bot chat, there's a program called Streamer Bot, which is connected to OBS, and the streamer bot is connected to speaker bot, which is another program that reads the chat. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. But we are getting there. We are getting there. Awesome. It's super funny. Like, I remember setting this up, I was like, why is this so crazy? But yeah, little by little, you know, getting this. Yay, it's looking beautiful. I love it. Now, why do we have this little flame in here? Let's put it actually here. so the player knows that there's something up there. This is guiding the player a little bit. Here's a great placement for this, because it's like, oh, I see some flame, I want to go to the light. And let's put 2 of them. If you put 2 torches,
I know why your box is so weird, but yes, step by step we gonna make it.
yeah, there's a lot of latency and lag. For example, people in Costa Rica get the chatbot read a little bit quicker than people in India or Asia.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. Wow. 8 viewers. I never had so many. Hello, guys. I cannot see my viewer count. That's the only problem. And even though if I set it up to look at it, it's not really in real time. Like, it really doesn't matter to look at the viewer count. Because you think that you have 10 people watching, but it's not real time. So then you never know how many you actually have. It's kind of funny, especially when you're doing double streaming vertically and horizontally. There's no actually way to know. At the end of the stream, I do get some numbers. YouTube tells me how many I got, and like what part of the video they liked most and stuff like that. But I don't like watching YouTube analytics. It's a little bit messy. Sometimes they give me some information and I'm like, oh, I did very good, and then I check the same video a couple of hours later and they change the information of the same video. I'm like, what? No, it's such a it's just a bad way of using your time. What matters is just to do a nice stream, try to interact with people, try to make this as informative and educational and fun as possible, and yeah, just have fun and try to create something beautiful, and that's it. Just keep on pushing the environment. Can I jump over these mushrooms? Nope, they don't have collisions. I need to add some collisions. Alright, so it kinda... Oh, right, this guy is maybe not part of the... That's so funny when the character gets stuck. We do need an unstuck key or something. We do need that for sure. Like a little heartstone or something I can like press to go back to teleport myself to a specific place. Because people get stuck a lot in open world games. Oh, we have some intersection here. It's okay. Gonna fix that. Okay. Nice. No collision for these trees. It's okay. It's okay. For most vegetation, you don't want collision because then it gets very, very annoying when you get stuck in a little fern or plant or grass. Big mushrooms do have collisions, it's okay.
Maybe after you grow fully we can be your live mods or managers FR.
Yeah, I will appreciate that for sure. I had one troll during my whole YouTube career. It's like I'm doing this for a couple of months only, but I had one guy who had a lot of fun with the speaker bot. He was just typing crazy nonsense. And it's kinda crazy because he just stays there sometimes, and he does watch the videos, and he does likes the videos, and he does I cannot tell who likes the videos, but it's kind of funny because he does stay for the live stream, but he like starts typing letters randomly sometimes, and it's like, what is this guy doing? Like, I don't really know if he speaks English or what. He seems to be Spanish, and I do speak Spanish, so I tried talking Spanish with him one day and no response. But I had times where I need to mute this guy because he's just going crazy with the chat. just typing like a cat on a keyboard, just typing nonsense, like, and the speaker bot goes crazy. So I time him out for a couple of minutes, and then he goes away, and then he comes back and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of nice because, like, if you are not like talking about any controversial topics or doing anything like, dumb in your YouTube channel, you shouldn't attract any.
You mean
So, I mean, stuff like that, but like, imagine the chatbot reading a Discord link, so stuff like that, like nonsense, The first day he started making a lot of music recommendations. He started like telling me what music should I play on the stream, and I don't think he realizes that I cannot play copyrighted music on stream. I think that I tried to explain that to him, and I don't think he understood what is copyrighted music. So it was kind of funny. I'm like, dude, like, I cannot really play that music because YouTube doesn't like it. For now, I'm a very small channel, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not monetizing this. But in the future, like, if I do get monetized, I cannot do that. Actually, yeah. Right now, it's not really a problem. I can play whatever music I want. But it's always nice not to play that kind of music, because you get to discover other artists, and you get to use like other libraries and stuff. It's refreshing to actually not use copyrighted music. There's a lot of amazing music out there that you can use for streaming. That's the problem with using Spotify. You get to listen to the same music over and over again, and it's kind of boring. That's why I stopped paying Spotify as well. I realized that I was just listening to the same thing over and over. So I just downloaded the playlist. I recorded the playlist with OBS, and I just have the music saved. So if I do want to go back to the same music, I can just do it, which is kind of fun. I like YouTube for music as well. It like shows you a lot of new artists and like a lot of new stuff. It's kind of cool. Alright. Getting a little tired. I need to probably go have some food and take a shower because it's getting very hot in here. The air conditioning, I might make it a little colder. I think the battery is bad or something. I need to like twist it like a lot. Okay. So yeah, little by little, getting a little bit nicer. We had a problem here with some intersection. Beautiful. Nice. These mushrooms need some detail underneath. Maybe we can have a little kind of layering. Maybe some moss growing from the bottom up. Just a little bit of gradient from green to actual this color. That will be very nice to have. And we need more foliage, and underneath this platform we can actually build something. I'm not like a big gamer, like a super big gamer. I know GTA 6 will be like crazy, and definitely I need to check it out, but not really thinking about that much. I started playing games a couple of weeks ago, and it's really distracting from what I'm doing. Like, if you work as a 3D artist like 8 hours per day, and then then you play 2 or 4 hours after those 8, things are not fun anymore. When you are very tired and you play games, being very tired, it's not nice. I'm starting to realize that some friends were like, "Hey, dude, like, you should go back to World of Warcraft. Like, it's super fun right now. We could do all these things together." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's check it out. Since I'm working on an open world environment, let me just check out how World of Warcraft is doing." But then, like, you start going to bed late, then you start waking up tired, and it's like, dude, I'm not enjoying it. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm not enjoying playing tired, like, late at night. Like, it feels like I'm working for somebody while I'm just actually trying to have fun. It's like, but I do like games. I mean, I do like Doom. I do like Gears of War. I do like the War. How do you call this? Space Marine, like the Warhammer game. Those things I like a lot. Alien Isolation, Armored Core 6, Sea of Thieves. I sometimes play with my cousin and stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. But it gets tiring. Like, I don't know what it is, but you cannot spend so much time in the computer. It's not healthy at all. You need to really take care of that. That's why there's this saying that you either make games or you play games. You don't really do both. It's very hard to do both. And it's true, like I had like this rush, like these 2 weeks of like where I started playing World of Warcraft, and I got very excited and it was very fun, and then it slowly got down to like, this feels like I'm working again. Like, I don't really want to do these dungeons over and over. I don't want to do these quests over and over, and I don't want to go and do the same thing over and over. It's just very tiring. I'd rather just create worlds and learn and try to improve myself as an artist, and go out and actually have some social life and do actually something outside the computer. Do some exercise, go for a swim, stuff like that, Really, yeah, I don't know. And World of Warcraft has this problem where you are paying a subscription, right? So you feel like you need to put those hours in. You need to actually get some work, some progress done, right? It's like your friends are getting better gear and they're doing like better dungeons and like actually moving forward with the content of the game, and then you are like, oh, I cannot go with them because I don't have enough armor or enough gear level to go with them, and it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pay another month of World of Warcraft after realizing that they how do you say, they laid off 2,550 employees from Blizzard. I'm like, I'm not supporting those guys. Crazy. It's like, it sucks. Like, yeah. Imagine like, I mean, like, this business, the entertainment business is always so unstable. Like, you cannot expect to have a stable job in here. That's why you need to build your own.
A lot of comments have become pay to win. All games have become like this.
World of Warcraft, you pay with your time. Which is the most valuable resource you have, basically. There's not a pay to win exactly like that in WoW, but yeah. I mean, I guess you can buy gold with those Chinese websites, but it's just, I don't know, kind of funny. Like, I better do something else. And yeah, I don't like games that you can actually buy armor and like do stuff like that. If it is cosmetics, it's okay, but even though cosmetics, for example, now Call of Duty, it's supposed to be a war game, right? Like, it's supposed to look like a battlefield. It's supposed to look like war, and then you see all these billboards walking around like I saw my friends streaming Call of Duty, and I was like, this is dumb. It looks like Fortnite or something. Like, and big props to Fortnite. Without Fortnite, we wouldn't have Unreal Engine. Like, these kids buying skins, that's what keeps the Unreal Engine developers working, right? So big props to Fortnite. And if you're having fun playing Fortnite, go for it. But that's why I like Warhammer, because the mood, the setting, the story, the thing is just very curated. You feel like you are in a specific universe. It's not like, it's not like you will get a space marine walking inside like a pony or something, like riding a pony, so stuff like that. Like a unicorn, maybe. Like, no, you don't have that. It's just like very curated thing. But well, if that sells, that's what companies are going to do. So, well, yeah, people like it, they will keep on giving you.
One of my friends spent all his money literally on games. His scholarships, now he is working as wage worker. I feel bad for him, really. It is big.
Yeah, it is like gambling, especially now. Like with Overwatch 1, they had like these loot boxes where it's like gambling for kids. You buy a loot box and then you wait for it to give you some rewards, and then you don't get the reward you want, you buy another loot box. It feels like being in a casino or something. And casinos, they never lose. That's what my dad always tried to teach me, like, you don't gamble. That's the worst thing you can ever do with your time, with your life. You don't gamble. And some of these games are like gambling. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun that how things are going. Yeah, this moss really does not make sense here. It should not grow there. It should grow on top, not on the sides, like this. Need to figure this out a little bit better. Alright, so we got this kind of thing going, and I still need to make the little thing down here. It's okay. Doesn't really need to have that there.
Money can be earned, but not the time, right?
Yeah, time is the most important thing ever. That's why I'm not enjoying playing games so much anymore. Like, for example, it's okay, like, play a game like that has a story, a campaign. You spend like 6-8 hours, you end the campaign, you end the game, and it's super fun. It's like watching a movie, right? Like, you had fun, it ended, cool. It has a multiplayer function. You can go online in the weekends, have some fun with friends for 2-3 hours. That's it, good. You went to the cinema, something like that. That's cool. But games that are like continuous, like Apex Legends, let's say all these competitive shooters and whatever, Fortnite, what else, Overwatch, all these games that are just repetitive loops, like you can play them forever and they don't have an ending per se, you just keep on going there. Those games are like, it's like a vicious cycle, and it's like, oh, you know, don't really enjoy those games anymore. I miss good solo player games. Kind of like miss that experience a little bit. It's always fun to join with friends, and like, you know, it's kind of fun. Like that's what makes World of Warcraft fun, actually joining with friends and doing stuff. But I don't like waking up tired in the morning. That's something I don't like seriously. Like it puts me in a very bad mood. Like, oh, another day that I didn't sleep good enough. Another day that I'm not actually waking up with like positive energy and enough energy to go out and do some exercise and go out and actually do things right and clean the apartment and get my things okay. So it's just it's not the way. It's not the way. And if you see like professional artists and you see like very successful people, they have a very strict routine and they don't mess that routine up, because it's really like keeping the momentum going. And if you slip a little bit, you went out to a little party and you had too much to drink, and then next day you're not feeling so well, that will translate to your performance, and then that will just, it's like a snowball effect, and it takes a whole week to get back into the right track. And it's like, oh no, damn, I was going so well and then I just slipped again. I'm like, oh no, I need to start back up. And that's why, yeah, I don't know, like maybe this is not so important when you are like younger and stuff, but like when you're, I'm 30 right now, and I'm kind of like looking at my dad and how he got his things together and stuff, and I always look at him and he's like I don't want to say like a machine or something, but he's like, he has his routine, and if he doesn't get his routine going, he gets very mad. He's like, dude, like I'm messing up, because he developed a routine that works and that actually makes him like productive and stuff. It's just you know, it's the same advice that anybody will give you at not my age, but maybe it's just that I have an older brother, and I have older friends, which always everybody tells you the same in a different way somehow. It's like, you know, kind of like that's yeah, here in Costa Rica we have a lot of people who they don't have a vision for the future. They don't want to go study, even though we have an absolute amazing free college, which is called the National University. It's called University of Costa Rica, and if you get a degree from that university, wow, like everybody respects that a lot, because it's a great university, probably the best in the country, and it's like the cheapest, and it's almost free. Like you need to pay for it's ridiculous what you need to pay compared to other countries. It's such a cheap thing. Basically you need to pay for like I don't know how to say it, but like the light, the electricity, you know, of the building, something like that. It's like, it's such a little thing. and people still prefer not to go there. People still rather just mess around and let life roll and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a call center and maybe make something there, and and then they realize that you can get laid off anytime. You can get laid off any second in any job. It's better to have more opportunities. Yeah, call centers are good, they're gonna stay there forever, but what if you had a medicine degree, or you had some other degree? Now you have double the opportunity. Now you have more keys, so you can try to open more doors and stuff. And it's kind of sad to see all these little girls getting kids so young, so young, and it's damn, you don't understand what having a kid is nowadays. Damn. It might be the same story. Yeah. Yeah, hey Uni, how are you? Yeah, it's that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to really improve myself, and there's an actually Unreal Engine certification course that I definitely want to do. I need to think when is going to be the right moment to do it. I'm waiting for a I don't even want to talk much about it, but I'm waiting. Tomorrow is Monday, so I'm waiting for an email, because tomorrow I will know if I will have my third interview. I'm trying to get a job in an agency here in Costa Rica that visualizes vehicles. It's an automobile visualization agency, and they use Unreal Engine. So I'm very excited to see if I can get that job. I had 2 interviews already, and they went very good. So I'm waiting for my third interview. And let's see how it goes, because I know it's gonna be 2 or 3 month contract. It's not gonna be a super stable job, but just having those 2-3 months of experience will open more doors, and it will be nice to meet more people, especially here in Costa Rica, because I never worked here in Costa Rica in a studio or office. I only worked in Berlin, in Germany. I went for a, how they call those, internship, and then I went and got I got the job, and I worked remotely from Costa Rica. So it was super nice experience. But I only got one year, which was a lot, I think. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 months of work. This looks crazy, so many candles. I think it's too much. This is a little bit too crazy. Now I'm putting more than I need. I kind of need to take them out somehow, or maybe put some of them, just turn. Yeah, I need to extinguish some of them, so not all have a flame. That's very cool. Yeah, the idea, if you're a 3D artist now, nowadays, any kind of artist, they need to start thinking about how to build their own brand, how to make their own online store, how to sell digital products, how to make tutorials, sell courses, sell again digital services, because you can go work for AAA studios, you can go work for Blizzard, and then you get fired and you're back in the streets. Then you have savings for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and then you are well, what if I spend those 10 years that I worked for Blizzard making my own digital products? Now I will have my own income. Now I will have my own audience. Now I can actually go on vacation without having to think about somebody firing me. And that's just peace of mind. That's just like, yes, I don't depend on these guys anymore. I'm an independent artist and I can do better now. And to get to that point, it takes a lot of work and effort. But it's worth it. It's worth it. There are many artists who reach this point and they're like, yep, I'm free now. I can actually do whatever I want without depending on any other companies. And don't get me wrong, working for a AAA studio, it's absolutely amazing. You will make amazing connections, you will get a lot of knowledge, and people will look at you like, hey, this guy actually has some serious experience, right? You definitely need to do that, don't get me wrong, but never forget about building your own things. For example, I do want to create a lot of asset packs. This low poly style I'm kind of like really liking. I kind of want to create creatures with animations. I want to create a bunch of stuff that I'm not able to find. I kind of looked for some creatures and I couldn't find, especially like NPC enemies. I couldn't find anything like very interesting, so I'm able to do that. Let's create like some toads, some very interesting creatures that can like, imagine like a toad that can like pull its tongue out and like you get absorbed by the toad and then like you get spit and they kind of like spit toxic things at you and stuff, and like stuff like that, like zeppelins, like war zeppelins and stuff, like medieval war zeppelins. And yeah, I have so many ideas of little props I can create. That'll be super nice. Before this project, I was working on a 50s American diner. That's another nice asset pack I want to get out there. Unfortunately, fortunately, I got a job. I got this kind of client project, but I kind of want to finish that stuff and actually put it in the marketplace. Really want to put that in the marketplace and see how it does. But before I do that, it needs some serious polishing. It needs some serious polishing, because I do want the products to be as AAA as possible. Okay. Let's go foliage, and then let's select this. Yeah, I'm just thinking about this is something probably a little personal. I shouldn't say this on stream, but yeah, gambling and lottery, you don't wanna mess with those things. I got very pissed off one day once a friend of mine like bought a lottery ticket, and I was like, dude, come on. What the heck are you doing? I like these stones. I like this. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna take a break. It's 12 midday, and I think it's I need to rest a little bit and continue. Yep, this is looking much nicer, much better. super happy. Finally got a little detail going, little things, little props. Yep, slowly but surely getting this to a more finished state. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you probably in a couple, maybe in about an hour or something. Wanna just take a little break, have some food. But yeah, feeling very good about this swamp environment. I really wanted to give it a little bit of care. All right.